Hi guys, welcome back. Sims Beauty here with another video. So I'm back in the hospital. It's okay though, I'm not going to be upset. I do realize that I did have 2 major surgeries and sometimes everything just don't go as expected. So I would say like 4 days ago, I started having really intense stomach, like pain in my stomach. I noticed like after the surgery when I tried to eat, my stomach would start hurting or I would feel like really nauseated, like I was going to throw up. I was having issues with my appetite prior to having surgery, so I just thought it was the same thing. But it wasn't. So I had 3 appointments last week. I went to them and my last appointment was on Friday. And the way there, I was drinking like alkaline water. And I noticed that every time I drank the water, my stomach would hurt. But like when I had woke up, my stomach was like protruding. I noticed like every day I got up, my stomach would be like extended further and further. So Friday I was drinking alkaline water, went to my appointment, and on the way back I started feeling really sick. I'm thinking I have to go to the bathroom and get home. And the pain was so intense that I couldn't even stand up, put my clothes on, nothing. So my husband helped me, and then he rushed me to the hospital. And basically they were saying that it looked like I have a hole in my stomach. They transferred me from Pennsylvania back to New Jersey where I had my surgery. And I've been here since Friday. Yeah, today is Sunday, so yeah, I'm not. And then like when I got here, they had me on like no food or no drink because I thought I was going to have emergency surgery. But once it didn't happen, they still had me on that protocol. And I had to question like the PA, like, what is going on? Why can I not have nothing to eat or drink? Because no one ever told me that my pain was associated with eating or drinking. So yesterday, they put me on like a clear diet, and I had some ginger ale, and pain came back. So I'm kind of scared to drink or eat anything. So right now they just like, I'm sorry if the camera is shaking a little bit. I'm shaking. They just have me on like Jello and chicken broth and stuff like that, but I don't even want to eat it because the pain associated with it is just not worth it to me. They do have me on like saline drips and stuff so that I don't get dehydrated. And then when they transferred me from the other hospital to here, I was supposed to be a direct admit, but I was in the emergency room I had got over here at like 9 o'clock p.m. on Friday, and I didn't get a room until 6 p.m. yesterday. So I wasn't happy about that because now I feel like I'm catching a cold, hence why I sound like this. But I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on real quick, but this video is really not about that. This video is about gratitude. I don't have my book or my paper or nothing, so I asked my husband, please bring that, because he also has to bring my ventilator and my pace and stuff, because I didn't know, like, I was going to be here this long. I didn't know, like, it was serious or whatever. So I just wanted to let you guys know what I was thankful for today. One, I'm thankful for waking up. I'm thankful that God gave me another chance to experience this, this rainy day. I'm thankful for that because, again, a lot of people didn't have that opportunity today. And if that's the only good thing that happens to me today, that's good enough for me. I'm thankful for my husband because on Friday I kept telling him, babe, just go ahead, go do what you got to do, and I'll see you later. And he was like, he didn't know I was that sick either. He was like, I'm just so glad that I didn't leave because what would have happened, So I'm thankful for him, and he was here with me all Friday and up to like 1 o'clock p.m. yesterday. I had to send him home because he started to get tired, and that fatigue. Like, we went through that last week with him being being very exhausted, and he can't, I can't allow him to tear his body down like that. I need him to go home and take care of him so that he can make sure that me and the kids are okay. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my children. I'm thankful for my mother. This is like the third weekend in a row that she's had to come to my house. And when she found out that I was in the hospital on Friday, she had her own plans. She dropped them and she was just like, I'll be there tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. And she was there with the kids. So I'm thankful for that, because even though I do have teenagers, I don't want to leave them in the house by themselves, because, people have raging hormones and stuff. And listen, there will not be any grandbabies popping out, not on my watch. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for finding out what was causing so much discomfort, because for the last 3 days, my stomach was so, like, extended. It wasn't even funny. And I kept saying, well, oh my God, is this like gas from the surgery, or is it air from the ventilator? Sometimes that happens, but it's never like extended to the point where I'm looking pregnant. Like, it just wasn't good. So I'm thankful to find out that it was definitely the food and the water, or what liquid I was putting in my body. I'm thankful for the hospital, not this one, but the other one, doing that CT and seeing that I had the excess fluid in there that shouldn't be. I'm just thankful that I got to the hospital on time. My experience here hasn't been the best, but I'm thankful that now that I'm in a room and I'm not in the ER, that the nurses and the staff really understand what I'm saying, because sometimes when people are in distress, they, they're panicky, and like, you guys know I have anxiety, so, all that stuff is flowing through, and I'm going up, my emotions is all over the place, and has to be expected with anyone. So yeah, I'm thankful for people. I'm thankful for the nurse, Nicole. She actually, like, yesterday I came up and I was in tears, because I was like, people aren't understanding what I'm saying. People are questioning why I'm on oxygen, and it's been a lot. And she was the only person who, like, took the time out just to, like, close the door and sit down and try to get to the bottom of my frustrations, which were valid, because remember, my truth is my truth and other people's truth are their truth, and no one can tell me that the way that I feel is not valid. So I'm very thankful for her. And then when she left, I had a nurse named Christy, and she really took really good care of me last night. Like, as soon as I drank that stuff and that pain shot up, she helped me immediately with the pain meds, because the night before, it was horrible. Like, I was throwing up and I was in excruciating pain, and the nurse was just like, we can't give you nothing but Tylenol, or there's no orders in, and I have to wait for the doctor's call. And it was taking them forever, and it was just like, this is so unnecessary right now. My pain was so bad that they gave me 2 doses of Dilaudid just to get from PA to here, because it was an hour and a half ride. And by the time I got here, that had wore off, and I didn't have anything to drink. So I'm thankful for her too. Just, people allowing me to do what I need to do for me. I'm always a self-advocate for myself, and sometimes people don't like that. But wherever I go, no matter what, I'm always going to advocate for myself, because you are your first line of defense. So I'm thankful to myself for having the ability and the capability to do that, and not come off, or I don't really care how people took it. I just needed to make sure that I was okay. And I explained to the PA this morning, because it was to the point where, the nurses wasn't understanding what I was saying. I didn't understand what was going on. And it was like the doctors knew, I didn't know, they didn't relay it to the nurse. And I feel like in situations like this, everybody has to be on board. Everybody has to be on the same page. And I had let the PA know when he came in here this morning. I said, it was really a communication breakdown. Like, I spoke to you yesterday, and if you would have told me that I couldn't drink something or eat something because you guys thought that that was what the pain, the pain was associated with that, then I wouldn't have been so pressed about it. And it wasn't that I was starving or anything. It was just like, why are y'all telling me that I can't do something that I should be able to do? You see what I'm saying? So that communication thing has to get better. It's just like they keep questioning me about why am I on oxygen? Like when I first got here, the nurse that saw me, first of all, she blurted my business all over the floor, which was a violation of HIPAA. But number two, she intentionally disconnected my oxygen to check my stats on room air, and she was like, "Oh well, you're at 100% on room air." Okay, ma'am, but I've only been off of oxygen for 2 minutes. Secondly, don't play with my life like that. Hook me up. Like, she's like, "Oh well, there's people who come here all the time that's on oxygen and they don't really need it." First of all, my insurance is not going to pay for me to have a ventilator or to be on oxygen 24 hours a day if I don't need to. But that's coming from a person who don't know my story. She doesn't know that my left lung is damaged. You're not going to play with my life like that. So, again, I'm thankful to be able to have the ability to self-advocate for myself. Yeah, I am thankful for being at the hospital, although I don't want to be here. I'm thankful for being here because this is the best place I could be, especially where, the hospital where they did my surgery at, instead of having somebody else, you know, say, oh, this is what we need to do, or this and the other, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, I'm just waiting for the surgeon to come in, the one who put my pacemaker in, and to find out what is the next steps, how long am I going to be here, things like that. Yeah, I'm just thankful to be alive. I'm just thankful to open these blinds up and to be able to look out and be in quiet. It was so noisy down there. It was like, I was so frustrated. I had to wash up in the emergency room. So I'm thankful. I am thankful. I'm thankful that I got here in time. I'm thankful that I'm still alive. I'm thankful that they know what's going on, and hopefully they'll come up with a plan. Yeah, and like I said, I'm really thankful for my husband because I was sitting up there and I literally couldn't walk, so they had to bring like the little porta potty thing in, and we had a nurse, and the nurse kept asking my husband, "Do you want to leave? Do you want to leave out?" And he was like, "No." And she was like, "My husband would have left." And then like I was throwing up, and my husband was like holding the bag, and I'm trying to take the bag from him, and he's like, "No, babe, let me help you." Like, that's love, because I love my husband, but I don't know. I'm one of those people that's, if somebody throw up, I'ma throw up. You know what I'm saying? None of that grossed him out. He was just like, "I'm gonna get you another bag. I'm gonna make sure you have a basin." Even, using the restroom, he made sure, because he knows I'm a germaphobe, that, my hands was clean, and he did an amazing job. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm really, really thankful. And I told him, I said, I knew before, but now I really, really know. I really, really know that you love me, because the average guy would be like, one, they wouldn't even stick around for all this, being sick, in and out the hospital. And number two, they not throwing up. You talk about pee and all. No. So I'm thankful. He's actually on his way, like getting ready now, packing my stuff at home, because even though I'm in the hospital, I'm still supposed to be pacing, and I already missed 3 days. I missed, well, 2 days. I missed Friday and I missed Saturday. And then I thought I was going home today, and apparently I'm not. So he's bringing my ventilators because like I've had to sleep like this, like sitting up for real, because I can't breathe on my own at night. I also noticed that my breathing started, like, it was more difficult after surgery. Um, yeah, so I just been using my little thing and keeping my lungs open. And actually, I've been able to get past 500, which is really good because 500 was normally my baseline. 500 is all the way at the bottom. See, 500. But like today, I was able to get up to like 1750 or like 1500. So that's good. That means progress. I need to keep doing it so that my lungs can, drop and function a lot better. But I can't just do that. I still have to be, do the pacing and stuff. And I'm on a heart monitor. So when I start pacing, they're going to have to disconnect me because the pacing will interfere with my heart monitor. Yeah, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick, let you guys know what I was doing. I know I haven't given an update in a couple days. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that I was thankful today. All right, guys. Until then, peace, love, and blessings. Until the next video.